I love this.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, okie dokie, boomer. B-O-O-M-E-R, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay.
Brett McKinney says, Oz with new hair. What will it be? What is it? What is it?
Will it be?
What is it?
Only the hairdresser knows.
Only the hair nurse. This is now. Who is this? Remind me who the hell I'm doing.
Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy Lou Who. That's who I am doing, and it goes along with the gorgeous card that Chanda Masta created. There I am in the lower left-hand corner with my alter ego above with lights plugged into my brain, and there's Chanda with her grumpy look. I love that grumpy look.
Grumpy look.
Your grumpy look. It's gorgeous.
I hate dealing with Christmas tree lights, and I did have that look this year.
Do you know that I used to do Christmas displays for towns? The last one I did was a 2-story building that was probably 100,000 square feet. Man, was that
Yeah, I've
something.
seen your yard. I was impressed with your past pictures of your yard.
Yeah, I Jelly, best wig ever. Yeah, well, I got a couple of good ones coming up, Jelly.
Yeah, he's got a few more.
I got a few more coming, and one's going to be controversial, I'll tell you up front, but you know what? I don't give a shit. We need controversy these days. Anyway, how are you tonight, Chanda?
I'm super stoned. I've got the juicy fruit going on.
Oh, cool. I love the juicy fruit. I'm drinking dandelion tea because I'm kind of grumpy tonight. And
so hardcore.
I know. And I need the dandelion tea and Prince Valium to calm me down because I'm going to go off a little bit.
Hey, Stevie. Yeah, like everybody just freaked out a couple hours ago. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And see my phone going off. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, shocking.
Yeah, this is the war of the left against the left. And we're going to talk about that tonight. I know that everybody knows what we're talking about because our sisters and brothers out there have been screaming and bleeding out their eye sockets this afternoon.
Bleeding.
But first, we need to have we need a public service announcement from Down Under,
Rum
right?
and Sprite. That's a good combo. Hell yeah.
Yeah, rum and Sprite. I used to do VO and Sprite. Of course, everybody knows that.
Hey,
so.
Stevie.
What's going on? Stevie Raza.
Hey, Raza. Yeah, I was just to say Raza.
Yeah.
Hey, Maris. I see you.
Shayar. I said it right. Shayar. And there's Kim Centeno. Hi, Kim. Good to see everybody.
Barbara Bartleson.
Barbara.
Yay.
Maris.
Daly.
Maris.
Almost
Maris is scraping wallpaper. By the way, thank you, Maris.
Ooh,
Maris is
I hate doing that.
my newest Patreon. Thank you so much, Maris.
Thank you.
And like I tell all the Patreons out there, times are tough, so we need to pull it, okay? I don't care
we
if...
totally understand.
Yeah, we totally understand. So...
but it helps us out tremendously. And just a reminder, we can now take super chats over on the Natural Progressive. Mm-hmm. So...
Yeah, if you got some extra...
You can stop there. And you can give on Rockfin now. So, hey, shout out to the Rockfin.
Yeah, shout out to Rockfin. And I have a request for everybody that's on Rockfin. Please go over to our sisters and brothers and fill up their chats in Rockfin when they're doing live shows, as we do appreciate it if you can as well. Karen Daly. Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. Chris Foster. All right, people. Chris.
Hey,
Chris, do you have your jammies on? Are you under the staircase, Chris? Come on.
Seems like I brought some clip for Chris. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, what is it like? It's hell o'clock in the morning there for Chris. Poor guy. Anyway, we have a public service announcement from Down Under. This is brand new. It was brand new from yesterday.
Hey, did you hear New Zealand got rid of COVID? Like they declared themselves COVID free?
Yeah, I heard that. No volcano went with that either. So it's a 2 for 2. I love that. I was watching a couple of volcano videos today because that's how I felt. New Zealand gets hounded with earthquakes and volcanoes, but now they got rid of the COVID, so they're a threefer.
My green bulb don't work.
Yeah, your green bulb.
It's invisible.
It's the invisible bulb. That's cool. Do that again. That's just, oh, that's such a turn on.
It's a cone head thing, right?
Shit. Yeah, that's great. I love it. Okay, well, let's hear from the ladies down under here. This is really good, and if you follow Australia at all, you'll get it. If you don't, it's still funny. So, Juice Media.
Hello, I'm from the Australian Government with a big announcement. We're finally ready to look like we're taking stronger climate action.
That's right. While other nations are announcing bigger cuts to their emissions, we're announcing that we'll no longer use our Kyoto carryover credits to meet our targets.
And we'd appreciate everyone patting us on the dick for that.
What's that? You don't know the story of our Kyoto credits?
Thank fuck for that.
Because if you knew how much we've been cheating to shirk our responsibilities on the world stage, you'd literally die in the arse of shame.
A bit like how you felt when we cheated in the cricket.
Except the ball we've been tampering with and rubbing our nuts all over is the planet. Introducing Cringe, a collaboration between Scotty from marketing, Johnny from accounting, and Tony from cunting. Cringe has been our policy at climate summits for the past 2 decades.
Which is why, to understand how this is just the latest chapter of Cringe, we need to take a trip back in time.
So let's go.
Hi, I'm from the Australian Government. It's 1997 and the world is coming together in Kyoto for the first time to agree on targets to lower greenhouse emissions. Well, everyone except us. We're here to bitch and whinge about how we need special treatment. Because Australia.
Cringe!
So whilst basically every other wealthy nation committed to lowering emissions over the next decade, we got permission to increase ours. But we didn't stop there. Oh no. We then refused to sign the treaty unless the world agreed to let us start counting our emissions from a much higher baseline than we deserved. A bit like being the only kid that gets to start a race halfway down the track. Or playing a test match with half the balls already tampered with. This bullshit was known as the Australia Clause, and we demanded its inclusion at 2 a.m. on the last night of the summit, threatening to scuttle the whole thing unless we got our way. And the final kick in the balls? Even after the world agreed to all our bullshit demands, Johnny still refused to ratify the Kyoto Protocol anyway. LOL.
Cringe! Hi, I'm from the Australian Government. It's 2012 and the world is meeting in Doha to see how we all went with our Kyoto commitments. Most countries have worked hard to reduce their emissions, but not us. Ours have gone up a cubic shit ton. But since we started with that artificially high baseline, we got to keep polluting and we still met our target. In fact, we came in under our bullshit target, which meant we had a bullshit surplus. And that's how our bullshit Kyoto credits were born. But don't worry, at least this time when it came to setting our target for our next goal, we actually agreed to reduce our emissions by approximately fuck all. Sure, fuck all isn't much, but don't forget how we overachieved and got those credits. Cringe! You're probably thinking this shit couldn't possibly get more embarrassing.
Hold my stubby. Hi, I'm from the Australian Government. It's 2015 and the world is meeting in Paris to address the worsening climate crisis. Other rich countries are pledging bigger emission cuts for their 2030 goal and voluntarily sacrificing their Kyoto credits, saying they go against the spirit of the Paris Accord. Fools. Meanwhile, Tony announced a piss week target. Not even half of what our own experts said was needed if we want to keep the reef. And we demanded to hang on to our bullshit Kyoto credits, even though it's not even legal under the Paris Accord to carry over credits from the Kyoto era. A bit like trying to claim expired Ansett points at Qantas. You have to wonder how we don't get punched in the fucking face every time we show up at these climate summits.
Cringe! Hi, I'm from the Australian Government. We're back in the present and the world's on fire. And because we've done squat to reduce actual emissions for the past 2 decades, not only do we have the highest per capita emissions in the developed world, we've also managed to piss everyone off with all our bullshit.
But don't worry, Scotty's working hard to find new ways of marketing cringe to the world as climate action.
By increasing our 2030 emission cuts like the UK just did? No.
By setting a net zero target like most nations and all our state governments have? Yeah, nah.
By cancelling our gas-led recovery and investing massively in renewables instead?
Fuck no. We're just promising not to use our Kyoto credits.
Credits we didn't deserve in the first place.
Which no other nation in the world is trying to claim.
And which aren't even legally valid anymore.
But which for years we tried to use anyway because fuck you.
And now that you know the story of our bullshit credits, you can fully appreciate the pure shit fuckery of saying that our contribution to global climate action will be to not use them.
A bit like our cricket team getting a medal for promising not to tamper with their balls anymore.
Because really, what we're saying by pledging not to use our bullshit credits is that instead of working harder like the rest of the world, we just promise to stop cheating.
Which in a way, when you think about it,
Is still a way of using those bullshit credits. Cringe!
authorised by the Department of Marketing and Accounting Tricks.
Wow.
That's our environmental report, and I can't think of better ways to put shit. Fuck you. Jesus. Oh, those poor folks down in Australia. They've got the same
yeah.
corrupt bullshit government that we do. It's
Yeah, they got
just-
some serious corruption down there. for
yeah,
sure.
it's pretty incredible. We know it was a little long. We hope you enjoyed it, but yeah, and we love our Saturday night chats too. There,
Yeah, we do.
Brent, we do. And hi, Cirrus. I don't think I said hi to you. 76 here today. Thursday. Oh, Thursday. Where is Cirrus? Is Cirrus in
Where's-
Phoenix?
fuck.
Yeah, I just Stevie said it
It was
was
30 here,
66 in West Virginia. When's winter supposed to start, Stevie? Or is it?
Yeah. Is it?
Is it? We got anybody else coming?
So this is the Doom guy. Remember, I always bring the clips. It's the apocalyptic economist or the epic economist. That's what it is. Anyways, we're always like, oh, that guy with the crazy voice. Well, he's in the video. You get to put a face to the voice.
Oh, is this the Jack Palance voice?
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Okay, let's hear what he's got to say this week. How are we going
Worst winter for America.
Yeah, we're gonna die. You're all gonna die.
Pretty
Okay.
much what he says 3 or 4 times a day.
Oh, I know. I'd hate to be married to that guy. That's just.
Well, yeah, just envision it now when you see his face.
The darkest, toughest winter this country has ever experienced since the 1930s Great Depression has just started. A new round of lockdowns is about to wreak havoc on hundreds of thousands of small businesses across the nation, pushing workers to unemployment days before a period that used to be marked by celebration and festivities. Americans are about to lose the aid that's been helping them to stay afloat during the current recession. And many are having to make aching decisions in face of their lack of income and growing debt. Living paycheck to paycheck, more than 60% of the population is about to face major struggles as the economic activity freezes once again. Over 33 million are already under stay-at-home orders, and many more are to come, since we seem to be at the worst peak of the outbreak ever registered. In today's video, we're going to expose the damaging effects of the shutdown of our economy to our businesses and to our lives. So, welcome
Oh,
to today's Epic Economist video. And don't forget
It's Donald
to give this
Pleasance.
video
I thought he died.
a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel to keep updated with future videos. Some of us were already aware that this was going to be the most difficult winter for the U.S. economy.
I just had to show you his face. I was watching it the other day. And I was like, oh my God, that's what he looks like.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm glad my hair's making Maris happy. Happy hair.
I was giggling because every time he's moving, his little braids flop
Yeah,
around.
my little braids, they poke me in my ear bones and they get in my eyes and everything. I really enjoy this. This is torture. And if you noticed, it's so tall, I have to be in my high chair. So Chanda gets to be the adult
Yeah.
person tonight. I'm in my high chair. Anyway, no, almost Pippi Longstockings. Those are coming, though. Pippi is coming. I love the avatar here. That is so, check that out. Merry Christmas. That is cool. I'm going to try and grow that.
I worked on the deck a little bit today. There's some new avatars, and there's a theme that runs throughout the show. I'll let you figure out what the theme is.
Oh, I can't wait to see that theme. Who's this, Tim Curry? No.
This is a weather report out of Denver from the middle of the week, and it's an actual weather report.
Seriously, and there's snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want some. Here we go.
David Watson's been monitoring traffic, but first we go to Ryan Marshall, who's out monitoring the snowfall. Ryan, what's it look like out there?
Yeah, it looks like snow, just like I predicted in my forecast from the studio. I'm not sure why I'm out here literally looking around. It looks like snow. You could just take a video of it snowing and show that. Why do I have to be here to describe snowfall? It's pretty self-explanatory.
Seems like the cold has gotten you in an icy mood yourself, Ryan.
Okay, you know what, Shannon? I am in an icy mood, okay? Nice pun, by the way. All right, I was just standing out here for 20 minutes waiting for you guys to throw to me, and I was just, doing some thinking. I spent $120,000 on a degree and 4 years in college to come out here and look around and describe what I see. I literally learned that in kindergarten. I Spy. It makes zero sense. Also, you know what else I was thinking while we're at it? When it's like a nice day or sunny, you never send me out to the lake or to the pool for a live shot, but when there's a hurricane or snowing or a blizzard or a flood, send me out there. I'll cover it perfect.
I guess you have a point there, Ryan. We're looking at these reports and the forecast doesn't look good. People are worried. Have you spoken to any locals?
Look around. Does there look like there's any
I like Ryan.
Here? Everything is closed. Everyone is inside. The only reason I'm outside is to tell people not to come outside. What am I doing with my life?
Well, you sure are brave, Ryan. Any word on what we can expect overnight?
Yeah, more of this. Actually, 12 to 18 inches more of this. But don't worry, guys. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I got this sleeveless vest that you guys make me wear. My literal fingers are about to freeze off. I got frostbite, but it's fine because we got the logo in the shot. Great.
Ryan, can you come to the office, please?
Yeah, that was Denver 7. Some people say, I thought it was green screened at first too, but you can see the snow hitting his hair and you can see his breath. So I don't know if it's green screened. They paid attention to detail, but it was funny. I mean, existential crisis on air.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to start doing that with fires and floods. I mean, the guy's going to need a frickin' Reynolds wrap suit with a heat mask on pretty soon. I'm out here just barbecuing. How do you like your turkey? You know, this is terrible. Raza Echo Warrior says Chanda looks glam. Oz looks damn.
Damn. Damn.
Oh shit.
Okay. Are you ready now?
I don't know. I don't know if I can keep my wig on. It'll probably blow off the top of my head. Should we ask the chat or just tell them? AOC, I think took the wrong side of an issue, and there'll be plenty of people that will argue. But let's go.
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think most of our viewers know where we stand with AOC, and we're not shocked by this. I'm not.
I know you're not. I mean, didn't we predict? Well, let's watch the video. This is a little history. This is from, 2016, I think? Let's see. Yeah, 2016. Let's hear her out.
What the Bronx and Queens needs is Medicare for all, tuition-free public college,
2018.
federal jobs guarantee, and criminal justice reform. We can do it now. It doesn't take 100 years to do this. It takes political courage.
Oops.
Yeah, she said it.
She did. This is 2018. This is when she was
That was
running for
back when
office.
she was still a bartender. She doesn't want to go back to being a bartender.
Well, I really want to give her some credit, but I'm finding it hard as of today. Here I am tootling around this morning, going through a reorganization meeting in Washington State. I was about an hour into the meeting. I was looking for a bowl so I could put broken glass in to chew it while I was in that meeting.
Might as well, if it would have been a better time.
It would have been. I just broken glass, chewing broken glass during that meeting would have been much more enjoyable. I guess let's just start it out. About noon, Twitter started blowing up. I mean, blowing up. And so we get into this. This is from Jimmy Dore, suggesting that we call all of our representatives and ask them to tell Nancy Pelosi, you will not get our vote unless you promise to put Medicare up for a vote. For being the House Speaker. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said, problem with this idea is that there isn't thought given to step 2. The Dem votes aren't there yet. And with a razor-thin margin, the Dem no's are the margin, greater than the margin. So you issue threats, hold your vote, and lose. What then? If you want to know who's opposed, look at the co-sponsor list. Do you want to add in on that before I blow up?
No, I'm going to let you blow, but I'm taking notes because there's some points I want to hit. So go ahead, you go first.
All right, listen. When we elect what we call progressives to go into Congress, and and you can tell I wasn't ready to say this. I didn't even know how to say it because I'm losing my mind. And I expect them to represent progressive populist values. She said in that video, we can do this stuff now. We don't have to wait. Okay? I want her to do it. This bullshit about holding congressional reps' feet to the fire, this is it right here. We need to be holding her feet to the fire to get in there and force.
You're burning them.
Force Nancy Pelosi to say, okay, I'll bring it to a vote on the floor. Yeah. But no, she didn't want to do that. So she has changed her tune from when she was back running for office. Now, this could be that she is totally co-opted into Mama Bear's house. Could be. Maybe she's trying to be strategic. We have some mutual friends that came out today, and I will quote them without using their names. They said, this is not a hill we want to die on. And if I'm out of context, but we want to, save our powder for, the next vote. And I said, yes, this is the hill we want to die on. This is the hill we want to thrive on. Because if we get in there and push these so-called progressives, and Chanda fondly refers to them as reality TV progressives, until they actually fucking do something, then that's our leverage. I agree with Jimmy 100%. Now, Jimmy, he's the one that started pitching this. What was this, a month ago? And you and I already talked about this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew this would be the outcome.
This was, and Chanda both said, it's a setup to prove once and for all that these politicians are not going to fight for you for Medicare. And this was a litmus test to show who's progressive and who's not, who's populist and progressive. You all in the chats, you know this. And I'll be happy to debate anybody, not tonight, on the merits of this action. But I want to roll through after I get Shanda's bent on this, because I've gone off for 2.5 minutes. So it's your turn.
Well, if it wakes up even 5 so-called progressives to the corporate Democratic Party, then okay, we've accomplished. Jimmy's accomplished something. I knew it was going to be a waste of time. I knew that they would, they're pushing this narrative that Jimmy's got the math wrong. Her tweet says, well, there's a problem with step 2, bullshit. That is a manufactured gaslighting, trying to tell us that we don't know the fucking math, and we do know the math, and we can swing the vote, and it would become a major pain in Pelosi's ass if they did pull the numbers that Jimmy has. You think that Jimmy is going to put a strategy out there that he hasn't completely researched and looked at and thought about? And the co-chair of the Progressive Caucus sits there and lies through his fucking teeth, gaslighting the progressives that are just gawking at his feet because we have to do what the progressives say. We got to fall in line so that way we can live to fight another day. And you know what? When you live to fight another day, you forget what you were fighting for just the day before. And the short-term fucking memory just keeps following you and keeps following you. But you know what? Maybe it'll add up, and this will be the one fight that progressives start waking up to the fact that everybody who gets elected into the Democratic Party has two outcomes. You leave, you get the fuck out like Tulsi and many others, Cynthia McKinney, I could go on and on. There's plenty who have stood their fucking ground, but they only are one-termers, if that. And then they end up having to go live somewhere else. They can't even live in our country anymore. Or you capitulate. They always capitulate. They all capitulate. I've never been on the AOC bandwagon, maybe for 5 minutes, years ago. I've seen her for what she is. Many times she's done this, so this isn't shocking.
I was all for her during the campaign. I wanted her to beat Crowley.
Right.
I support progressives. But I wanted her to do what she said, to walk her talk. And the mama bear thing just about killed me, and I'm sure she regrets that. I think some people have said that. But I'll tell you again, Jimmy said to press them on this, to press them, to threaten them, to put pressure on them. It's not like, okay, go in there and vote against Pelosi. No, that wasn't the point. The point was to put pressure on them and start putting the fear of God in these establishment assholes, just like the Tea Party did to the Republicans. And remind you, the Tea Party was successful. Okay, but we're just giving you're not a true fucking progressive unless if you support Medicare for all. And like we saw Pelosi 3 weeks ago, the progressive term got brought up. Oh well, there's progressives on the squad that are going to push back against you. She goes, oh well, I'm a progressive. Yes, I'm a progressive. She's not.
So the term has been so fucking co-opted that if we do not go out there and just like divide them, these are the ones that support Medicare for all, not sponsor. Because sponsor is a fucking joke. Support and get out there and fight for, versus those who say they do in theory but not in action. Yeah,
the sponsorship is just a cover for saying, see, I did the right thing.
Yeah. Harris sponsored it. Yeah. She didn't want to sponsor it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, this rhetoric of holding their feet to the fire. Well, here's your chance. Hold their fucking feet to the fire. And that's all we've been getting is rhetoric. And if I hear another asshole centrist gem, well, she'd be committing political suicide by withholding her vote from Nancy Pelosi. Well, wrong. I think she would become a populist hero. Exactly. That's the way to go. And again, I will.
We're screaming for heroes. Bernie even looks sideways, and everybody's losing their freaking mind. We need some heroes. All of ours have been sacrificed.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that we need another be-all, end-all like Bernie, because I think we were way invested. Too much pressure on him.
With balls.
I want somebody that's going to have the guts, the cojones to do what we are asking here. I don't believe this was such an original idea from Jimmy, but he's the one that put it out there, so credit to him. Now, here, Jimmy tweeted back, here she is pretending to be part of the movement when she's really running. This is ridiculous. What? I got moved. This is ridiculous. If you leverage your vote for Pelosi for speaker, then she meets your demands and brings up Medicare for all for a vote, then you vote for her and you get all those things. You lose nothing. Nothing. Shocked. You had 2 weeks, and this is the lame excuse you came up with. Everyone sees this. And this was a Twitter response to her in which she did not respond to. Let me go down here, the pipe here, and I want to like these people. Now, I caught one of the negative ones against Jimmy, and this is from Benjamin Dixon. Folks, Jimmy is a washed-up comedian cashing in on YouTube. Ooh. I mean, I'm cashing in on YouTube too, but I'm not doing attacking progressive politicians insisting they risk progressive future on cheap political stunts that amount to the strategic equivalent of a third grader. Are you effing kidding me? Talk about third grade strategy. Hey, Benny, why did you rethink what you just said? He came straight at Jimmy, and he didn't even tag him in this one. Absolutely ridiculous. And I debate you on that too, Mr. Dixon, all day long.
Jimmy's a big boy. He started this shit. He can defend him.
Oh, I know, but we have people in our group that are trying to, I want to be polite, explain to me, to us, what's going on, and I happen to disagree with them.
I just tell them I disagree, and I have a brick wall now when it comes to progressives inside the Democratic Party trying to convince me, but that's where our fight is, and that we will accomplish anything in there. I've done the time, I've done the research, I've learned enough to know it's never going to happen. So I'm just a wall.
I'm with you, sister. I mean, Chanda and I are locked. We're a team here, and we're going to maintain that team until the sun sets for the last time on the planet.
You're just being co-opted, sheepdogged, gaslit.
We're getting tore up, and when people that should be on the right side of the issue, particularly in this case, and we're not always right. None of us are always right. If you think you're always right, you're full of shit. I'm not. Nobody is. This one's hot, okay? Because this is the last chance for them to put any pressure on Pelosi to do anything. Okay, Jimmy, here's another one from Jimmy. Founder of Justice Dems breaks with AOC and is calling for progressive in Congress to stand up to Pelosi and force a Medicare for All vote now. And this is Kyle Kulinski. Love or hate him. If Medicare for All is going to lose the current political climate, you are going down laying down or going down fighting. If you fight, you, one, get people on the record. We know who to primary. And number two, shift the Overton window in favor, like the Tea Party, and force the vote. No frickin' brainer.
Yep, exactly.
I do. I like the little guillotines there.
I've added.
This is a personal friend of mine. This is a personal friend of mine. This is Gene. Gene, he's friend of mine personally up north. Jimmy Dore, founders Justice, and he said Medicare for All is going to lose the current political system. He said the same thing. So he's getting some support there from different groups, and this gentleman, Gene, is a president of a very large group, anti-war group out there, or was the president. Let me see if I can get this slide to kick over. It's stuck. That's what's holding me up here. Okay.
I see two of you, so you must have two slide decks open.
Yeah, I think I do. Anyway, where is this? Yeah, that's it. All right, let me drop down here. Now, here's Jimmy this afternoon. I stole this from his live show. I apologize, Jimmy. It's not that long. But just hear the people who are supporting this, okay? Just listen to who's backing Jimmy on this, and then you decide. And I'm sure it's a lot of people that you all listen to. And then I will finish it off.
Big show today, big day. We don't usually do a show on Saturday. You don't do a show on Saturday? No. We usually don't do shows on Saturday. We're doing a show on Saturday today because there's a lot happening. AOC has finally responded to our push here at the Jimmy Dore Show for her and the squad to hold their vote from Nancy Pelosi for Speaker until she agrees to bring Medicare for All for a vote in the middle of a deadly pandemic. It seems like the bare minimum. So she has responded through a surrogate, Justin Jackson, who's the running back for the Los Angeles Chargers. And he's a fan of the show. He's a fan of this idea. So he pushed it, and she responded to him. And I don't know if you saw what happened on Twitter, but it was ridiculous. And the headline for this video is going to be NFL football player schools AOC on how government works. It was amazing to watch. So just so you know, the momentum has built. So she had to. So that's the whole point. We've been trying to build momentum and pressure. So that's what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to pressure people. You're supposed to pressure the politicians you have the most influence on. And that's what we're doing here at the Jimmy Dore Show. And other people are catching on that that's what actually you're supposed to do. You're supposed to pressure politicians instead of defend them. People are starting to catch on. A lot of support for this idea. Katie Helper says there's absolutely no justification, moral, ethical, political, strategic, or tactical for not doing this. I get that people don't want to push the politicians with respect, but they need us to. That's why FDR said, now make me do it. Even if they don't say it, that's how it works. That's exactly right. Here's another one. Guys, it's time to suck it up and get as angry, as outraged as Jimmy Dore is. I don't care if you think he's mean to Bernie or AOC or said something at some point you didn't like. He's telling the truth, and we need to hear it. We need to face reality so we can act. Hey, I'm sorry if I'm not nice enough to your sacred cows, but I think the richest nation in the world not having health care is kind of worth my outrage. I'm on Team Jimmy Dore now. We should make the squad and all progressives as uncomfortable as possible. They're supposed to be representing us. You know, we're told that we have a representative government, but we don't. You know that. So the people who we elected to change that, it's time for action. Crystal Ball's on board. From Rising.
Your girl.
Always a pleasure to have you on. She had me on her show so I could help.
She was on Friday. He's on Friday, yeah.
And I tweeted out thanking her. She
that.
said, always pleasure to have you on, Jimmy, and you are 100% right on. Look at that. Lefty Susan Sarandon is on. Biden supporter Susan Sarandon. I don't know if you saw the video she did urging people to vote for Biden. I did. There he is. Look at her. Here's Bernie Sanders' former press secretary, Brianna Joy.
Love her.
She says whether a progressive minority can have influence, say, by withholding their vote for Pelosi as Speaker until she brings Medicare for All to the floor for a vote, as Jimmy Dore has suggested, is contingent on whether voters pressure their representatives. It's on us. That's what I'm urging people to do. That's what Justin Jackson did. He pressured the progressive representatives in Congress. Marianne Williamson also on board. Marianne Williamson says, hugely important from Jimmy Dore. Watch this and spread it around. We need Speaker Pelosi to put the Representative Jay Appel Medicare for All bill up for a vote. And there's a way to make it happen. And this is the way to make it happen. She tweets out our video. Thank you to her. People are on board for this idea.
And we're not going to sit around anymore. We're mad as hell, and we're not going to take it anymore. So get out, walk your goddamn talk, quit placating. We can get a $15 minimum wage. We can push this direction. We can push in the left. Bullshit. Medicare for All is the crux of this. Next to climate change, climate devastation, and these goddamn wars that we just keep burning the planet up with and murdering innocent people.
Yep.
That's it. So, to our friends out there who are trying to, what is it? You try and support somebody. You trying to apologize for AOC or what? Stop it. Quit apologizing.
AOC apologist.
Tell her to threaten to withhold her vote, or you're going to withhold yours. What has she?
When you support policy, it doesn't fucking matter all this politician shit. You're supporting Medicare for All. You're pushing for a Medicare for All freaking vote. That's all that matters. You either support it or you don't. Move on to the next policy.
And here's the thing, and I'll give you a freebie if you're going to come and try and debate me. And we will invite you Monday night on The Dive to debate this issue if you want. Come on, bring it on. Okay. AOC has no danger of losing her seat, or had none. She slaughtered the Democratic opponent she had. She didn't need millions of dollars. Of course, she got plenty, I'm sure. Her job is not in danger. What's endangering her job is taking these milquetoast, lukewarm, kissing the butt of the establishment positions. And AOC, darling, you're like my daughter here because I'm an old guy, but I've seen a lot more shit than you ever have, in politics especially. I challenge you to do the right thing here.
Yeah.
Challenge you. And this is
She's a
it.
fraud. She won't. We know she won't.
Well, if we
10
don't.
years from now, all of these fucking politicians that, Feinstein and Boxer, they all started out, wide-eyed, going in to fight for the man, fight against the establishment. Look at what they are now. I just see AOC in 40 years just being one of those careers.
We ain't got 40 years. You and I both know that.
No,
So does
we
the
know
chat.
it. Exactly.
She can't do this. We have to draw the line now. I mean, direct actions. We see how our election was corrupted.
Busy. She's busy doing live streams and Twitch feeds and cooking recipes.
Yeah, somebody called her a Twitter
soaking
warrior.
in her fame.
Yeah.
And that's why she's a reality TV progressive. That's it. That's all she
Well,
is.
you called it right. They're all reality TV progressives until they get up, stand up, and do something.
Because I'm fired up, you're making my back hurt.
Yeah, because Shama Sawant could kick all four of their asses at once, right now.
Yeah.
With doing things, fighting. We cannot take this anymore, and we are telling her to withhold her vote from Pelosi unless she gets what we are demanding, or we need to hold our vote and support for her. This is what direct actions are about. Direct actions, and Fiorella and so many people are talking about this. Direct actions are exposing the corruption, showing how bought and co-opted these people are, and fighting for policies that do some good for the people and the planet. That's what direct actions are. And right now, the cuckoo-cachoos are out there screaming their shit for the Trump election. Let them go ahead and burn themselves out. Don't get, just take a breath here.
We did bring a show for you guys, just so you know.
Yeah, the show's
and it's not just us screaming about AOC.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I lost my shit today when I saw our left sisters and brothers
all night. I knew if I didn't give him time to spew it all out.
Yeah. And by the way, Fiorella was knocking people who were making guillotine memes today.
I don't give a shit. Let her knock.
But she didn't mean us. But
I don't care.
I don't care. We love Fee. But
I do. I love my sister. She can say what she wants.
She's right. But the metaphors, what we put out there, people have had it. They're desperate. They are desperate. They're losing their health care. Well, their insurance, their bullshit insurance, their homes, their jobs. They can't even make a living because of these lockdowns. And the politicians are not doing shit. AOC's a politician. They're all politicians. The progressives. That faux progressive Mark Pocan, he ain't worth a shit.
None of them are worth a shit. I just want to be clear, though. When I put up the guillotines and I, embed them in our deck, I subconsciously am trying to wake people up to the fact that it's time to take to the streets. Calling your politician and writing your senator aren't going to do shit anymore. We've long since lost that many years ago. And I'm hoping to subliminally spur some people to get off their ass and fight back.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that none of you think that I wanted you to take me seriously tonight because of my head attire. But I think this should signal that
I think it's funny.
Not only do blondes have more fun, but when we get on our soapbox, watch out.
Yeah, watch out. Cindy Lou, who is pissed off
I am
tonight.
pissed. Cindy Lou is pissed.
Your braids flop around when you get mad.
Jesus. Yeah, my brains are leaking out my head. But, again, come on the Evening Dive Monday night if you want to debate in favor of AOC's position. We'll certainly invite you, and I promise I will behave myself.
Let's roast some chestnuts.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
What the hell? Is this from that movie?
You'll shoot your eye out.
What is that woman? Is that Madonna? No.
Those were those bras they wore back in the 50s.
Oh, yeah. God. What? Why?
I don't know. Marilyn wore a lot of them.
Really?
Yeah.
The human anatomy doesn't quite work like that, does it?
I don't know. Just like, ow, that would hurt.
Yeah, that would hurt. That's like pinching nipples. That's terrible.
Cindy, fuck you. Yeah.
Cindy, fuck you, Lou. Lou who? Cindy, fuck you.
Cindy, fuck you, Lou.
Oh, yeah. Fun fact. Marlo Thomas, that girl back in the day, she did not wear a bra on her show.
Yeah, I knew that.
And just for everybody, I respected her then for that, and I respect all of her work with St. Jude's and her father.
No way, that's a cool fact. Is that true, human? He says thousands of guillotines left over after the revolution were made into garden arches over walkways.
I think I remember that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Like, God.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to switch it up, though, and end up having the guillotines be the new Game of Thrones symbol. That big throne with guillotines hanging out of it, because it's coming.
Weaponized
we got to do something, guys, before they come knocking at my door and I answer it with his hairpiece
Utter
on.
chaos. They're making a hilarious joke. Weaponized boobs, utter chaos.
Yeah. I think I saw that in a James Bond movie where the boobs were weaponized.
That was in a movie.
I'm loving these avatars. Look at all the work that Chanda did on these avatars. There's Oz. He's got his little hat on and his faux hair balls and
the Grand Tetons.
Yeah, that hairpiece I call, what were those Hostess made them? Those Hostess snowballs, and
those are your Princess Leia snowballs.
Oh, Princess Leia. That's I'll have to figure out how to do that. That's those are fuzzy. Wow, licorice flavored. All right,
licorice.
Moving right along. What do we got here?
Bring out the fembots. Oh, this is the Stoner Corner. And this is what your stoner elf name is.
Shit.
Mine is
first letter of your
this stuff
of your name. Okay.
So I'm Spliffy.
Okay. Second birthday.
Sparkle Pipe. I'm a Spliffy Sparkle Pipe.
There's
some funny ones.
I'm a Pixie Cinnablunts.
Cinnablunts.
What the hell? I wanted to be a Pixie Alaskan Thunderfuck. That's
Al is Thurgood Floppy Joints.
Thurgood Floppy Joints. Oh, okay.
There you go, Al Walski.
Oh shit. God. What's if I use my fake birthday and my real name, it would be Spleef Hash and Pants or Hash Pants. That's kind of cool too. There's so many.
Let people know you're part of the witness relocation program.
Yeah, I know. Damn it, shit.
That's why you love the wigs.
That's true. That's I'm the great imposter. Not so much. So anyway, we have I brought this.
That is awesome.
Oh, I brought this too. Jesus, I'm still in serious mode. This CNN Politics. President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris named Time Person of the Year. I saw this when it came out.
How are they a person?
Yeah, how are they a person? I have some horrible science fiction mutation thing going on. And Sarah Abdullah, if you don't follow Sarah Abdullah over on Twitter, she is right on matters of war and oppression. She's right on. This is like Obama receiving the Nobel Peace Prize for doing nothing, then proceeding to drop more bombs than Bush. Fact. And Biden and Harris did what? They did nothing. These are butt Trump candidates right here that happen to win. So once again, another nice guillotine picture there. We're loving it. Fee, we hope you love it.
The chat's got me cracking up. Chris Foster's stoner elf name is Spliffy McJingles.
Oh, I love that, Chris. That's great. Jilly. Spliffy Pixie Crisp. Man, that's cool.
Book Hermit is Jolly McJingles.
Yeah, and Montauk is still digging the vomit out of his mouth when he saw the Time Person of the Year. I don't blame you, Mana.
That's just stupid. How could he be the person of the year? They're Time People of the year.
Yeah, they're Time People of the Year. I
wonder why our society's getting stupider.
Yeah, and Book Hermit's Jolly McJingles. I like that. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, you put this in. I didn't put it in. I
only took a little cut out of it. That's kind of funny.
Okay.
I didn't think it was that funny.
Yeah, I thought part of it was. I love this scene though. Was and the chair that Nancy's sitting in is Austin Powers' chair of evil, isn't it?
Right.
And then Chucky's where he belongs in a car seat, and I hope that's not a safety seat.
She should have Biden in the safety seat.
Yeah, no shit, with a Depends wrapped around his face. Here we go.
Joe, can you believe it? Believe what? We're Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Right up there with Joseph and Adolf. Did you say Person of the Year? Yeah. Person of the Year, Joe! Doesn't person mean one person? Well, I think we both know what one person they talking about. Wait, what? Wink, wink, forget about me! Hello, my name is Hunter, and I'm being investigated by the FBI. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was a good clip out of that. That's
Yeah,
good,
perfect
good choice.
size clip from them.
Yeah, now we've got a piece. This is God, isn't it? This is God on Fox.
Yeah. So this dropped, I want to say yesterday. This is Kyle Kalinske. Hannity got a little day drunk and then had to do his show.
That's what he gets for having those cocktails before.
But listen
noon.
to what the conversation's about, and that'll piss you off.
Oh, I don't need to be pissed off anymore. Damn it, Chanda, you're killing me.
Ah, you're just a socialist.
Sean Hannity decided to comment on the runoff elections in Georgia, and he made an ass of himself. But beyond that, if you pay close attention here, it almost sounds to me like he's drunk.
And last night, the far-left extremism of the Democratic Georgia Party, well, that candidate, Raphael Warnock, on full display, refused to directly renounce Marxism and socialism. Why? Because he's publicly advocated for it many times over the years. And by the way, wouldn't give a straight answer on Joe Biden and court packing. Haven't thought about it. I don't believe it. And I would have given him all the time he needed to give an answer. Take a look.
Reverend Warnock, in your writings and your teachings, you've repeatedly praised Marxism and the redistribution of income. Can you here and now, for all Georgians, renounce socialism and Marxism?
Upward wife.
Listen, I believe in our free enterprise system, and my dad was a small business owner.
Look, these are more lies from radical liberal Raphael Warnock, someone that has invited Fidel Castro, a murderous dictator, into his own church, someone that has celebrated anti-American, anti-Semite Jeremiah Wright. You know, he has also said that police officers are gangsters and thugs and refused to apologize for it. He said that you can't serve God and the military.
Wondering if you can answer the question, do you support expanding the Supreme Court? I'm really not focused on it. And I think that too often, the politics in Washington has been about the politicians.
They didn't ask if you're focused on it. Do you support packing the courts? And I don't believe him when he says he doesn't have an answer. The far-left extremism doesn't stop there, because tonight we're learning more about the troubling record of Senator Perdue's opponent, Jon Ossoff, who's facing incumbent David Perdue because aside from endorsing an unhinged socialist agenda, and I mean way to the left of Bolshevik Bernie and Ocasio-Cortez, earlier this year, Ossoff quietly disclosed ties to a pro-Chinese Communist Party media company. Oh, and he got payments from the highly controversial Qatari-backed Al Jazeera network. See what's going on? Yep, Raphael Warnock, Jon Ossoff, clearly ready, willing, able to team up with Chucky Schumer, the force of radical socialism, and literally destroy everything that Donald Trump's accomplished in the last 4 years, and probably investigate his family into perpetuity.
Awesome.
What the hell?
Kyle is awesome. There's so many different things that are wrong with that. Hannity's clearly fucking drunk. I mean, as a bartender, as a previous drunk, you can tell when somebody's got a good buzz going. He's probably about 4 or 5 in because of the way he's stumbling almost over every word. Yeah, they tried to sober him up. You can tell, but it didn't work.
Here, have some coffee, Sean.
The Stepford wife, I hate to say it, guys. I think she's going to fucking win because the Democrat didn't have anything of fucking substance to say.
No, that's honestly probably going to win. And
they keep fear mongering with the whole socialism bullshit.
Well, yeah, but
Bolshevik Bernie.
Now that I don't know how the fembot can win in that thing. I keep expecting her Westworld face to fall off every time.
Oh my God, I know. She's such a Stepford wife.
You know, I hate to judge somebody or ridicule somebody on their looks, but Jesus Christ, she doesn't
looks. It was their words.
Well, yeah, I mean,
socialist this, socialist
yeah,
that.
it's like somebody had their hand in her back, making her mouth move, and sound came out. It was just bullshit. Right. I mean, really, come on. And that's the wife of the chairman of the New York Stock Exchange.
I know people in Georgia are smarter than that.
I hope so.
The bullshit. I think a lot of people aren't voting, even though we've had record voting turnout.
Yeah, I hope so. I truly do. What is this? This isn't me in my Santa suit, is it?
Santa. How do you fly all over the world and eat so many cookies all in one night instead of taking bong rips?
I always thought about that. You know, you get the munchies, and God, you get to the bottom of that bag of cookies real quick. So
yeah, you do.
What is this? Junk science?
Oh, so this, I've been telling you guys about this. So apparently, if you're in Denver and you're being out of order, they can shoot you up with ketamine, and they killed a guy doing it. And I guess there's other states that have these blanket waivers that allow the police to order EMTs to shoot you up with ketamine.
Ketamine, isn't that a horse tranquilizer?
Yes. Oh my God, this report will blow your mind. And it's Real News Network. They do a really good job on this, I gotta say.
All right. Ketamine. Haven't tried that one.
Hello, my name is Taya Graham, and welcome to the Police Accountability Report. Remember, this show has a single purpose, holding the politically powerful institution of policing accountable. And to do so, we don't just focus on the bad behavior of individual cops. Instead, we dig deep into the system that makes bad policing possible. Now, part of that task involves what we call process journalism. That is, following the paper trail and searching out unreported facts to provide a more substantive perspective on law enforcement strategy. It's something we try to do on this show regularly, partly because so many of the tools police use and the tactics they deploy demand more scrutiny, not less. And it's also important to know how these same strategies and tactics evolved and how they've been justified in the first place. Remember, we have the most lethal and the most militarized law enforcement in any democracy on the face of the earth. The police departments we cover on this show are often the best funded agencies in the towns and cities where they operate. And generally speaking, cops receive better pensions, health benefits, and perks than the people they
Okay, so there's a second clip. Whoa, what happened?
I don't know. I didn't stop it.
Santa,
Gremlins.
what are you doing?
Gremlins popped us out. You want me to try it again? Do you know about where it was at? Or do you want me to go to the next one? What do you want me to do? I didn't.
Because no, let me. I'll find it. I'll tell you where.
Yeah, tell me where to start it. Anyway, just to that point, you can't ethically shoot somebody up with ketamine because you don't know what their body chemistry is already and what they're on.
Right, and she gets to that point. So go ahead and start it at 1 minute, and then it should cut off at 2:45, and then we'll go to the second clip, which is only a minute long.
Let me see.
Hello, my name is Taya Graham, and welcome to the Police
Tia,
Accountability
I'm getting
Report.
it back there.
Remember,
Here we go.
this show has a single purpose, holding the politically powerful institutions pensions in big city departments we revealed in a previous show earlier this year, which is why we're going to dig deeper into a newly emerging trend in policing that has stoked controversy but has not been fully explained or understood. I'm talking about the use of a drug called ketamine during arrests. It's a new tool in the law enforcement toolbox that we covered last month and has come under renewed scrutiny. We have obtained new information about the former animal tranquilizer that has become a common so-called chemical restraint, and also because it has played a role in the death of 26-year-old Elijah McClain, a high-profile case that has continued to raise questions about why ketamine is still in use. As you might recall, in September 2019, police in Aurora, Colorado administered ketamine to Elijah McClain, a 26-year-old musician who was confronted by cops as he walked home.
I remember that.
McClain was never accused of a crime. Instead, someone had simply reported that he was behaving oddly. And as you can see in the video here, police took McClain to the ground, and later EMTs administered ketamine. McClain later died, a death in part contributed to administering 500 milligrams of the drug, which eventually led to a heart attack. Now, when we first started reporting on this story, we had some questions about ketamine, just how ketamine became part of, for lack of a better term, the use of force police portfolio. Not just how it was authorized in the present, but how it came to be used in the first place. I mean, it's...
Okay, so this is a really deep, I think it's like a half-hour long interview. You know, she interviews a bunch of people, but so the next she goes on to explain, you know, why they're allowed to use it.
500
milligrams? What the fuck?
500 milligrams. My Prince Valium, I take a half a milligram. So ketamine, 500 milligrams? That's like mainlining something into them. They murdered that guy.
They murdered that guy, yeah. And he didn't do anything wrong.
you can see on your screen now, the documents obtained by Colorado resident Frank Sturgill as a result of the Freedom of Information request to the Colorado Department of Health reveals a startling fact. Take a look at this document here. It's what's known as a waiver. It's required by law to allow EMTs to administer ketamine to people without the supervision of a doctor. Let me emphasize this. A powerful anesthetic that often requires lung intubation when administered is being injected without a doctor's diagnosis or knowing what other chemicals might be in a person's system. But what's also interesting about this blanket waiver that has been authorized for all EMTs in Colorado is the condition it's intended to treat: excited delirium, something we have also covered on the Police Accountability Report before. For a primer on excited delirium, I'm joined by my reporting partner, Stephen Janis. Stephen, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So can you talk a little bit about the history of excited delirium and why its use as a cause of death is controversial?
When I was a reporter first covering a series of taser deaths here in Maryland, I noticed when I was reviewing the autopsies of the people who died in police custody that they often cited excited delirium. So I went to the state medical examiner and said, what the hell is excited delirium? And he gave me this book, and what it said was that it was a 19th century condition that occurred in sanatoriums. But there was really, once I read the book, I realized it was entirely, as far as I could tell, in medical fiction. When I dug deeper with other medical examiners, said, oh yeah, people aren't dying from excited delirium. It's usually cardiac arrhythmia. They just use that to kind of make it up. So really, as far as we know and as far as we can tell, there's no scientific basis for this idea.
So, yeah, they're just covering it up by using some old fucking term from the 1800s, excited delirium.
Listen, you know what? People who have partaken with like cocaine, they could say they could die of excited delirium because they had a little bit too much coke. Your heart fucking starts beating so hard it's going to explode out of your chest. I can't even think about 500 milligrams of ketamine.
No, and I'm saying they're not the only state that's doing it.
Well, that's just straight out murder, and I don't know why all the ambulance chasers aren't going after them, and they'd make a fortune if they'd win that case.
Right?
That's so sad. And yes, that young man had autism, which was even worse. I remember that. That was horrible. Wasn't he walking home from the market or something with some candy? It was terrible. Terrible.
There's so many. I can't keep them.
I can't either. They've been shooting people all week, and God knows what we're going to get this weekend. What do we got here?
Christmas drinking game. Lay out your wrapping paper, scissors, tape, tags, etc. Pour yourself a drink. Begin wrapping. Each time you lose the scissors or the tape or a pet gets in your way, take a drink. Oh my God, I would be hammered.
I'd never be able to get anything wrapped.
I hate wrapping.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, the tape itself. Of course, I am pretty efficient. I do make gift baskets, but the first drink, it's all downhill. So
yeah, I know, right?
There, I'm done. So anyway, that's a great game. I love it. See the hearts in my avatar there? I love that. What do we got here? Another guillotine?
What comes after a trillionaire?
A guillotine.
A guillotine.
That's so funny. I agree. A guillotine. Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh, I brought this one. God. Yep. This is my no-duh moment for the week. No-duh. This came out, this was last night, I believe, about 10 o'clock. Why do these things get buried so late at night? Iowa autopsy report DNC meddling led to caucus debacle.
Oh, yeah.
No shit.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
What's really scary is this came from Politico.
I know, but nobody gives a shit. They just put it out there and it'll be gone.
Yeah,
Politico always throws a few of those out there.
That was
brick progressives into following them.
Yeah, that was the Friday news crap on us. So they put it out there so they can say, oh, they're fair and balanced or whatever the hell it is.
Right. Exactly.
I highlighted, but the report pins the blame squarely on the DNC for the heart of the problem on caucus night. The delay in reporting of the results. According to the report, the DNC demanded the technology company Shadow, which Pete Buttigieg had $50,000
CIA.
into, build a conversion tool just weeks before the caucus to allow the DNC real-time access to the raw numbers because the National Party feared the app would manipulate or miscalculate the results. The DNC's data system used a different database format than Shadow's reporting the app, which caused multiple problems. Sounds like me, you just take a bag of bolts and nuts and you drop them in the machine to fuck them up.
Right.
So that's what it was.
We already knew this. We knew this about Shadow. We knew it was a CIA app. We knew that they implemented it so that way they could control the caucuses, the ones they couldn't get rid of. Now, mind you, they went across the country and shut down most of the caucuses, but states like Iowa, they're never going to give up their caucus because that's what they're known for. So they had to figure out a different way to control them.
And you can check me on this, but Pete Buttigieg's campaign donated $50,000 to the Shadow app.
Was it 50 or like 38,000?
I'm pretty sure it was.
But it was up there. It was thousands. It was
thousands of dollars. So, and we know how that worked out. Wasn't that where he walked out as Robot Man when it was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like he was winning.
I'm the
oh
shit.
My God, was the sickest, disgusting shit to watch was Iowa. Like.
Can you parse your teeth a little harder when you say the sickest, most disgusting thing?
I know. It was. I don't know. Texas was pretty sick.
Yeah.
California.
Sick.
Sick.
The only one
What's sick? What was even sicker is Bernie not saying a goddamn word about him.
Well, let's not go there yet. We got a show to do.
I'm not attacking Bernie. I'm not attacking Bernie.
Show to do.
I brought Bernie last night. I give Bernie love.
Yes, you did. That was a great show.
But I'm allowed to call him out. I spent 4 years of my life traveling the country for that man supporting his platform. And there's a lot of things that he didn't step up to do.
We're going to have the last word tonight on that, too. And by the way, last night, Accidental Activist, Redneckonomics, Stevie.
It was so much fun.
It was a blast. It was great.
I think Stevie's getting more used to us because she's starting to warm up more. She's getting her rants in there.
Yeah.
I like it's like doggy dog around here, you know, and everybody that comes on with us kind of learns you kind of got to, if you want in there, you just got to take it.
Take it and grab it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me that bone or I'm going to beat your butt. Is Trumpsky singing Feliz Navidad?
Feliz Navidad. Just a little
this is
festiveness.
Okay. I've been waiting all my life for this.
Yeah, you have.
I want to say Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año de felicidad. Feliz Navidad.
Shit.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año de felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año de felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año de felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Fair use.
Oh, I didn't put our fair use up on the
No, it's all right. It's fair use. They're going to punk us anyway, but that's great. I love it. I love it, man. There's only one thing. The whole thing was a lie. You know why? Because he doesn't have a heart to have a bottom to.
Right. Well, we don't have much more Trump to go. So.
Nah, I know. That was torturous.
All these people are still like freaking out over Trump. Leave already.
Yeah, I know.
He's
They're worried about that.
Leave. Like, just wait it out. Come
Yeah, you know what? They were so worried. Remember, we were telling them, don't worry about it. The Republicans are not going to allow him to stay in office barricaded in the Oval Room. I love this. This is so cute. What does the little button say on the bear? I can't read it.
Oh, it says something about break up the two-party duopoly, I think.
Abolish the two-party system. I see it now.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, Democrats are not left-wing, no matter how much Nancy Pelosi tries to bullshit you about that, or Chucky, or any of
I'm
the
a
rest of them.
progressive.
I'm a progressive. I'm progressive.
I'm a
We're
progressive.
We're progressive. No, you're not. You're not progressive.
I'm a progressive.
Yeah. What's that? Jesus.
First person to receive the new vaccine says he feels great.
Is that Bart Simpson's dad?
It's supposed to be like a Homer. I don't know. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's a creepy Homer. That's but they said eat the rich. I love that. Yeah, this one that's from a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, right.
I love that.
But that's the nurse that's administering the vaccine.
Oh my God! I'd rather have Nurse Ratched do it. You know, that would be more fun. You got to get some Jack Nicholson in here.
Okay, so now I'm not gonna get totally serious, but I just am kind of, I don't know, my point of view on things, they haven't changed, but they're just really being rooted in now. Like, I don't like these lockdowns. I think they're the wrong answer. I think putting small businesses across the country out of business and destroying families and, divorce is up and child abuse is up. And we're not even questioning it. We're not even questioning it as a society. And so this is a really good clip from Jamie Deluxe. And, Jamie breaks right. But he doesn't. He is a lot like Burmis or a lot of these other guys that are just like, I don't subscribe to the labels. And they understand that we have to talk to each other. We can't just sit in our little echo chambers and stay in our boxes. We have to be reaching over to our neighbors and our friends and talking about what the fuck is going on, or we're in danger. We're in serious, serious danger. And I think this clip will really point out why.
All right, let's check it out. I like this guy's voice. It's really cool.
Jamie, yeah, he's
Jamie. Yeah.
Warning. I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot. But I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised. In my last video, Fauci's guinea pigs, I used a clip from Democracy Now! Featuring Vera Sharav, the founder of Alliance for Human Research Protection. I didn't know she was a Holocaust survivor.
I was a small child, 3.5 years old, when my family was chased out of our home in Romania, and we were herded into a concentration camp. My father soon died of typhus. And my mother and I
were
left in a camp that was not a death camp. There were many other kinds of camps, essentially where people were left to starve. But with always the fear of being sent to one of the death camps. That was always in the horizon. I was in the camp for about 2 years, and at that point they were supposed to essentially liquidate it, as they were going to do with all the camps, and just annihilate everyone. There was a deal made by which orphan children were allowed to be sent out of the camp if they had someone to sign for them. My mother sent me as an orphan, and I knew I was not exactly an orphan, but this was to save my life.
So thank you to Mauricio for pointing this out. She did like a 30-minute interview about what's going on now and how it parallels
with the Holocaust. I'll leave a link.
Adults now are not rebelling against things that are wrong. People are being pushed around, denied normal interaction, and they're just following it like sheep. There's something very wrong. Part of what's wrong is the idea of just following authority without considering, what if they're wrong? What if it's not in my best interest? Why? This is very dangerous that we have so many people, good people, people who think that they're doing the right thing community-wise, but they might be devastating both the community, the economy, of course, has been destroyed, and their health as well. Just following without questioning. It's a very, very dangerous thing to do, to follow. That's what happened in Germany, essentially. All Germans were not evil, but most of them, the vast majority, simply went along. And of course, yes, it was wartime, and we're always being told about war, and now it's a war on a virus. I mean, that kind of thing should not eliminate basic human rights and basic respect for individuals. It starts, and medicine especially, which is so intertwined, and as it was then. When medicine veers away from the Hippocratic Oath, which is an oath that promises to respect the individual right, to do no harm to the individual. If you don't harm the individual, you're not going to harm the community. But if you wipe out the individual's right, their human right, then you're going to harm the community as well, because the community is a bunch of individuals. It's not some other entity.
So that's a powerful interview with this woman, and you can get the full interview if you go into Jamie Deluxe's video and then click on the link down below in his thing. And yeah, you know, you guys can go after Jamie. He's religious. I don't go after people for their religion. I have my own personal religion that I don't feel I need to impose on anybody else. So therefore, I you know, to each their own. Jamie does a lot of good work when it comes to in-depth research. Normally he researches, you know, Hollywood, Epstein, those type of things. But, you know, he's really gone after Fauci lately. And I'm sorry, when somebody is a piece of shit and you sniff it out, you want to tell other people. And I'm sorry, Fauci's a piece of shit who's continuously lied to us. He has profited off of AIDS vaccine or AIDS medications over the years. He's done horrible, you know, things to enrich himself. He's high on fame right now. I mean, that's
big time.
Big time. And I'm sorry, I don't trust anything that he is saying. And I'm watching my fellow countrymen just attack each other, you know, at the grocery store. I mean, who are you to walk up to somebody who doesn't have a mask on and start screaming at them? If you put your fucking mask on, stay home. You know, I don't feel like I need to attack other people for their thoughts on this. You know, many times I encounter people without masks on, but I have my mask on and I just stay back. You know, that's how we're supposed to do it, not fucking attack each other. And, oh, you're supposed to have a mask on. You should be locked up. You should be fined. You should have everything taken from you because you're killing people. No. No. You know who's killing people? The government's fucking killing people with the way that they responded to this, by locking everybody down, by not giving them stimuluses. You know, people are suffering not just from COVID. They're suffering from the highest divorce rate we've ever seen, child abuse, suicide. You know, we can list the things that have been a direct result of these lockdowns. So I'm sorry if I have an open mind and I'm questioning what the fuck is going on and what's coming next. And that's what she's telling us. That's how they started in in Germany and abroad, just slowly, okay, well, they say we can only shop at these stores, so let's only shop at these stores. Okay, well, they say we got to go here. This is the only place we're allowed to be. That's how they all ended up in the ghettos. No, I'm putting my heels in the dirt and saying no more. I'll stay home. I'll stay fucking locked down, but I'm going to fight back. I'm not going to just quietly, put my head down and do what they tell me. Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me.
You know what? You bring up some great points, and so did this lady. She did not say there was no virus. She did not say there was
I'm not saying there's no virus.
No. The lady in the interview, she admitted this is not a war, but we have the virus, we have economic collapse, all this other stuff. And I have to agree with you 150% on how you comport yourself when you go to the market or anywhere else. Yeah. Somebody doesn't have a fucking mask on, it's none of your goddamn business. You go ahead, you keep away from them, you keep your mask on, you do the socially responsible thing is what my wife and I do. Fine. But they have been conditioned through mass media to this is more separation, more dividing the country. And if we don't question this shit, we're going to be in bad shape real soon. So wear your mask. If you want to take the fucking vaccine, go right ahead.
Exactly. I ain't stopping you.
No, we're not stopping you. We would applaud any progress in combating this virus thing. But Fauci burned his cred when he admitted that masks did do some help, and he said they don't in the beginning. When was that? Back in March? Yeah, he got on national bullshit mainstream.
You don't need to wear masks.
You don't need to wear. You're okay. So he just sentenced a lot of people to death. The guy should be brought up on murder charges. And
I don't even think these stupid cloth masks and bandanas that we're wearing are doing shit either. It's just aesthetics. It's just to make it look like we're doing something, because they told us N95 was the only way to filter out these micro.
Well, yeah. If the particles 2.5 microns or whatever it is, the mask is supposed to. But you know what? I do it to reduce my exposure and the exposure of my bodily spray to everybody else. If it does, I'm hoping it does some good. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm going to wear the goddamn thing, and I'm going to wear my gloves. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to wash everything I touch until the coast is clear, which I don't know when the hell that's going to be.
I'm not going to let them continue to divide and label us. Oh, you are far right. You're a non-masker. You're a masker. No, I'm done with the labels. I'm fucking done.
It's awful easy to sit back here and say, okay, let's hope the Darwin Award takes care of all these morons. Well, make sure that you're not the moron in other aspects of this thing. These what do they do? They're in D.C. They're marching.
Right. So the next clip I have of Jason Burmis last night out in D.C.
Oh. Okay.
So he's on his way. He had parked a couple of blocks away. He's trying to find the Garden Hilton, I guess is where this was at. It's the Proud Boys are down there. And so he was just going to go record, see what's going on. So wherever the Proud Boys are, of course, there's counter protests from Antifa. And, I protested Westboro. Westboro Church. Mm-hmm. They're not very nice people.
No.
But we were very civil. I mean, even though we were on opposite sides, there was no, I don't know. I guess it was a different time, maybe because it was a couple years ago. But just watch how Antifa acts towards Jason Burmis just walking by.
Anti-fascist people.
Yeah,
Antifa.
And it makes me sad.
Okay. All right,
let's see. Sad. I don't want us acting like this.
Yeah, this is what wrecks it all. So let's see what we got.
Is this the Hilton right here? What is this? So this looks like a black lock building. Yeah. Well, I can't hear you. You have a mask on. I have no idea what you're saying. I can't understand a word you're saying. Yeah. I thank you. I love you too. I love you too. So this isn't where we want to be. This is where the slaves are. Where do we want to be? Listen, I don't need you to be near me. I don't need you to be near me either, guys. You see this? I don't want to be approached, dude. I don't need to be approached, man. If you want to talk to me, you can take off your mask and talk to me like a human being. So, yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
You don't look at the people here as human beings, and you talk about.
I totally do.
illegal-
I was.
You just called this a slave yard.
You are a slave.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're wearing a mask like a slave. You are a slave right now. What's on the GPS? See where we are. Why do you keep getting closer to me, man?
I ain't getting too
all right,
close.
then why? Then don't.
I'm gonna be so
I'm not
worried if you was
approaching
wearing-
you, buddy.
If you was wearing a mask, I'm gonna be
The
so
mental
scared.
illness. This way. All right. So guys, this is the
That's like
slave
Joker.
camp. Check it out. There it is. The brainwashed. The slaves. Hey, peace to you, brother. Peace to you. Oh boy.
Now he's got to make it through the cops.
Do you know what a fascist is?
Get the fuck out. I do know the definition of fascism.
Guys.
I do know the definition of fascism. Oh my God. Please. Oh please. Oh please help us. Oh please help.
I don't need no help. There it is, guys. That's the mentality right there. That's the mentality.
They got nothing but love for you.
I didn't even say anything to him. How you doing, sir? Wait, am I not allowed to cover this as a news person?
Just head up this way. Okay?
We are heading up this way. That's why we were walking through. I wasn't even coming through this.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
But I can't cover that?
So basically, he was literally walking through. That chick turned around, started being rude to him, and he didn't have a mask on, so that triggered her instantly. And then, of course, they had to come over and start screaming in his face. And you know, when I advocate for people to get out in the streets, this isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about go to where homeless camps are being torn down by police. I'm talking about go to where evictions are happening outside courtrooms, you know. I'm talking about direct action like that, not fighting Antifa and Proud Boys.
Yeah, you're just getting into a mess of shit right there. And again, you know, do some. You guys all know. Everybody here knows what doing the right thing really is.
Right.
You know, you want to go out in war, join some military industrialist outfit. So I like that. Human said, would Oz be willing to serve as judge for the court? If I can wear this, sure. But I do
he wants a judge's wig.
I have a judge's wig. Haven't you seen it? I wore it. Yeah, I have a judge's wig. We're gonna have a court one of these days. I'll wear it. What is this?
So it's time. The only thing the establishment truly fears is us coming together. It's time to rise above the labels because we are the 99. And you know, the mainstream media has done nothing for the last 4 years but to box us into these labels. And it's time to break out.
Yeah, we are. If we can't find common ground, seriously, Medicare for all, getting out of these wars, doing something to save the planet, you know, taking care of people who don't have anything, then
it's going to be basic needs in the next year.
Yeah,
I hate to say
it is.
I mean, our fight for Medicare for all is going to be put on the back burner when millions of people don't have homes and millions of people aren't eating. There was like a 10-mile fucking line just today for food in some state I was reading about, and you know, those are going to become the necessities that we're going to.
Well, yeah, those are the necessities. I don't think Medicare is going to be put on the back burner. I think it's going to be put on the front burner because those people are going to need medical
obviously, they're going to keep it on the back burner.
They're going to try.
Politicians are never going to let us bring that forward. Fuck no.
Well, in 2022, I got news.
Companies,
got news for the politicians in 22. You think it was rough in 20? You think Biden barely scorched out his whatever he got? It's going to be 100 times worse in 22. So everybody better get their shit together and start doing some good because we're coming, baby, one way or another. And if we don't, I'll go lay under the apple tree and it's time for me to go. Oh, I love this. Where's our Chanda Vanna? And Oz didn't get it.
That's Ozvanna. Put an Ozvanna in there.
No thing we can bring back, and I want to bring back the guillotine, at least metaphorically, until something.
You said something to me about doing guillotines. I was like, okay, you want guillotines? I'll give you guillotines.
I know Fee's gonna beat on me for doing that, but that's.
I dedicate this episode to Fee. Then.
Yeah, Fee. This is all you. We love our Fee, our Fee-tastic Fee, our sister and brothers over at the Combo Couch. We love Jimmy and Steph, and even some of those people we disagree with on the AOC things. Don't be mad too long. We're willing to talk about it, but you're wrong, and that's a rhyming thing. So don't be mad too long.
You're rhyming, Cindy Lou
I'm
Who.
rhyming, Cindy Lou Who. I'm rhyming. You're wrong on this. She needs to get her act together.
I'm gonna go watch that tonight when I fall asleep.
Do we have a movie?
Yeah, so I do have the Bilderberg, the second half. You know, we did the Illuminati last week, and I was going to do the Bilderberg, but then I came across the funniest video, and so I decided to push back the Bilderberg till next week.
Okay, that looks like a Grinch character.
It is a Grinch, and this is Brent Pella. I bring him all the time. He's hilarious. He's an independent comic. He doesn't have an agent. He doesn't have any of that. He's just pumping all this stuff out from his living room, and he's hilarious. So YouTube started a new thing now that if your video is rated 18 or over, you can't move it out of YouTube, meaning you can't move it to Facebook. You can't move it into the Google slide deck. So I think you're going to have to take a different path to this video.
All right, let me see.
Click the button and see what it says.
You're going to make me try and figure it out.
Okay, now click where it says watch on YouTube. Now just... There you go. And then you fit it to the screen.
And every boy loved Christmas parties a lot. But the Grinch, who was never invited, did not.
Hey, aren't you the
Grinch?
Tight. Well, if you want to come party, we have extra.
Smells like garbage.
She said.
Might as well have a snack before going to bed.
Then he ate both the baggies, not knowing soon he'd be jolly, from an eighth of shrooms and 3 points of Molly.
Do you guys have any water?
And what happened then? Well, at the party, they say, the Grinch's pupils dilated 3 sizes that day.
No wonder they wouldn't let us play this.
Stealing presents, but just like being present, that's the gift. Honestly, dude, you guys should just come to my cave, like, and just fucking hang, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your address, dude? Yeah, I live on Mount Crumpet, dude. It's right there. Dude, I never even wanted to be the Grinch, dude. I wanted to be a fucking DJ, man.
What, you still can? It's never too late to live your dreams.
You are so fun!
Who told you you were mean?
Literally everybody.
It's like me.
Just give me a chance. I swear to God, I'm like a pretty chill guy.
You're so chill. I just feel like it's other people looking at you being like, he's green, he's different, and that's on them.
I'm chill as shit.
You have to let that go.
What, do I want you to get presents? Do I want you to want Santa? Do I want you to want the gifts? What? Materialism and fucking capitalism.
It's capitalism, dude, right? The commodities, all the things. Everybody has so many
That's
things.
why I get you, man. I get what you were doing. What you did. Woke those who's up, man.
Oh shit!
He felt so much love as he danced through the halls. The Grinch, you see, was tripping fucking balls.
Oh, shit. Oh, Chanda.
It's just like, I can feel Santa's like vibrational energy in this hat, man.
You should call him, dude. Just call Santa. Just call him.
Santa, what's up, bro? I want to apologize, bro, for being like a green dick. Bring love to the world.
Green
I
dick.
really respect that. It's selfish of me. When you get this message, dude, just come over.
Let's get fucked up! You naughty boy.
And on that night, the Grinch found true Christmas glory when he and St. Nick had a holiday orgy.
You are terrible.
I know, I'm twisted. That
You
was
are-
terrible.
you are
But next week, I'm going to bring to you guys a very special story of Christmas and how it's brought to you by magic mushrooms, and every single thing that we celebrate for Christmas, like the Christmas tree and Santa Claus and stockings, is all related to tripping balls on shrooms.
Right on. Pat, you got done partying with Santa there or what, man?
Ah, I see a Pat down here.
Oh, there's Pat. Let me get Pat, the Batman
Get
fan.
to see Pat last week.
We didn't see. We missed you.
sorry, I was-
No, that's all right. That's
The
okay.
Pat card. We were just going into Holly Weird, so how appropriate.
How appropriate. Let's see if we can get Pat in the window here. I just need to crop you a little bit, Pat. How you doing tonight, Pat?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
High as fuck.
High as fuck.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, right. Let's bring us out and bring Pat in.
Not as high as Grinch was. God dang.
Yes, he was tripping balls.
Yeah, he was tripping balls.
But his eyes dilated 3 sizes that day.
That's pretty good.
Pat, you're a giant tonight. Look at that. He's got the big head. He's got the big head
Coming
going.
from the
I can
land
move
of
back.
giants.
Oh, that's all right. I got you.
Land of giants.
I got you.
Oh, you got the Christmas lights going too.
Yeah, he's in a
Mine are plugged into my brain.
Is that the karaoke
He's-
closet?
It is indeed.
Oh, right on.
Is it an actual closet?
It is an actual closet.
Nice. I like it when things are actuals.
Yes, I'm a very literal guy.
All right. So here we got Pat, the Batman fan, movie review. What else are you bringing us tonight? Movie reviews and what?
Holiday wishes, house?
Holiday wishes. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're
The last Christmas on Earth, everybody.
Yeah, it
Enjoy
is. It is. It
You
is.
sound like Jimmy.
Yeah, we get to celebrate.
That's my radio DJ voice.
Okay,
It's
it sounded
funny
like
for-
Jimmy's. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only do it for like 5 seconds. So after that, everybody's like, all right, knock that shit off right now.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
likes radio DJs, man.
Oh, I don't know.
I used to work in a minor market radio.
Oh,
in
I
a
always
fucking
like radio.
double wide trailer on the side of a rural route in Maryland, and my
good
job
times.
was to play the Casey Kasem American Top 40. It came on
Ah.
4 vinyl records, and I had to play it, and then we had the commercials on cartridges. that you
Oh my
put in
God.
the
Right. You had to
machine,
plug
and
them
then-
in. Yeah.
And then so I had to play the commercials, and then go back into the
Oh
into
my
the
God.
show. I was like 15 years old. It was pretty
Wow.
fun, but some of those fucking DJs, man, they were just living cheese balls, man.
Right.
One guy his name was, I shit you not, Scott Cool, and his license plate said COOO.
Scott Coolio.
And he talked like this. He's Scott Cool on WWF.
Oh my
Oh
God.
man, yeah, it's like, yeah, this guy's like this in real fucking life, man.
I love it.
Funny.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, Christmas movies, everybody. Let's talk about Christmas movies.
Oh my God, Christmas movies. Is there such Die Hard? Die Hard.
Oh, you guys got me thinking. Some of the best Christmas movies aren't directly like
Right.
about Christmas. They're just set at Christmas. So I was thinking, did we mention Gremlins last time?
Oh no, Gremlins is a good Christmas one. That one scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, and it's got that really dark
Yeah.
bit about the Santa.
I haven't watched that one in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that movie playing in my mixer.
Yeah, that one's playing in our studio daily.
But Jamie and I last night watched something that's sort of the spiritual successor to that, a modern day version of sort of a Gremlins type. I mean, that's the closest thing it is kind of in spirit, because Ostensibly, I classified a horror movie, but it's also got really dark comedy in it too, like Gremlins. If you ever saw a movie called Trick or Treat, it came out a few years ago. It's like a Halloween anthology movie by a guy called Michael Dougherty. But it was like it was very similar to that, it had that sort of Joe Dante sort of really good at blending a humor and horror. But this is his second movie called Krampus.
Oh, Krampus, yes. Oh, Krampus creeps me out. Yeah.
It is a great movie. It's really, really, the guy, watching it again last night, I was just really appreciating how well put together it was. It was like, and I think it's like I said, it's supposed to be a horror movie, but it's really just a good, solid movie.
Yeah.
And to take that unbelievable premise of, an ancient Christmas spirit, and sell it is very difficult. But I noticed something I didn't notice before, that Weta was the people behind the visual effects. They're the ones that did the Lord of the Rings.
Right.
All the practical sort of costumes and the digital effects in it. It's a really well put together movie. I would put it in the top. I think it's like instantly one of the best Christmas movies.
Really?
Of all
Creepy
time.
Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Really?
So that one was good. I recommend that to everybody. Be careful though. Make sure you get the one that has like a snow globe and a house in it on the cover with a kind of a creepy hand coming down, because there's a lot of shitty Krampus knockoffs. I think some of them might also be called Krampus, so I don't want somebody renting something and being like, what the
Krampus.
Listen to that asshole for
Krampus. What is that? What does that mean? Krampus? Is that like
Krampus?
I think it's an old German.
It's an old German name for a deity or a God. What was he? Wasn't
a deity?
Demon?
Krampus is a deity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's sort of like an anti-Santa Claus in this movie, and they did a really brilliant job of how they presented him. I mean, because it's like I said, it's a ridiculous thing.
It was something they
concept.
originally told kids in like the Black Forest in Germany, so they wouldn't wander off in the woods, especially in winter, that Krampus will come and get you. He scoops up the little bad boys and girls, right?
Oh, shit. That's really negative reinforcement.
I had a stalker who used to send me Krampus cards for Christmas.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus, Chanda?
I still have them in the file cabinet.
What, the stalker or the cards?
The cards.
I think we can make a movie out of that.
Yeah.
And inside of it, it's all wrote in Harry Potter language. I don't know what that is, but...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I haven't seen Harry Potter movie 1, so I don't... It just all went over my head.
I couldn't decipher it either, so that's why it was even more creepy.
Yeah, I don't think it was aimed at me necessarily. But the cast of Krampus is amazing, too. Toni Collette, who...
I like her.
I love Tony.
I've never seen her do anything bad. David Koechner is really good in it. Adam Scott. And the whole cast is really, really good. And like I said, just the audio, too, is really, really well done. Everything. You can tell the guy really knows how to put shit together. So I was really impressed.
Well, good.
With it.
Do you have anything that might be more family friendly?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
actually, I was going to recommend another Christmas action movie that probably very few people have seen. Nope, not Die Hard, although
Lethal Weapon.
Of course, Lethal Weapon. I recommend either one of those. Those are great Christmas movies. But no, it is called The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh,
I love that.
With
Gina,
Samuel Jackson and Gina Davis.
I love that. I watch that every year. Yeah.
Great.
That one.
Really, really good stuff.
That was a sleeper, and her husband directed that. Didn't they get divorced after
Rennie
that?
Harlan.
And the guy, the villain in that, the die screaming motherfucker. The guy's name was.
What is his name? I always forget.
It was a weird name.
Craig Bierko.
Yeah, Craig Bierko. He did a good job.
Yeah,
he was good in that.
Yeah, he was good in that. On the 13th Floor.
Oh, phooey! I burnt the muffins. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, that was great. Gina Davis. That was one of her best roles, I thought.
I miss her.
Yeah,
I miss her.
She was a badass in that.
Yeah,
really,
she is.
It's sort of an overlooked movie.
Yeah.
But also set at Christmas really uses Shane Black seems to like to set shit at Christmas a lot.
Yeah. Gina Davis, the last thing I saw her in was a movie called Anna. It was a hit woman movie with what's his name? Colin Farrell and the guy from Red, and Anna.
Which guy from Red? There was a bunch of
our friend, the one that was
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich was in that, yeah. But yeah, Gina Davis was in that. She played her mom, and I have to remember that as I get old, so do some of my favorite actors and actresses.
Yeah, they're all aging.
Yeah, we're all getting old together. But it was nice to see her because I still remember her, and I still remember her in the wardrobe room in Tootsie doing calisthenics, talking to Dustin Hoffman.
Oh yeah,
that was
Jamie's never seen Tootsie. I was.
Oh no way!
I wanted to make her watch that, see if it translates. But she's to these times now. You know what I mean? I watched it pretty recently. I thought it held up. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Tootsie.
If you've
I
never
watched
seen that.
The Bells of St. Mary. That was super old black
That
and
was
white.
Bing Crosby, man.
It was Bing and Burl or Ingrid Bergman, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is she the one that knocked out Sonny Liston?
No, she was the mom of Rossellini.
Isabella Rossellini.
Isabella Rossellini's mother. She's a famous actress in the 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah, I know. That was a really obscure Cheers reference.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I love Cheers too, but I didn't catch the reference.
Yeah. I don't think it pays for me to try and explain it.
No, probably not.
Yeah. So you got anything else for us, Pat?
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna
start saving up for some New Year's because we're gonna do a New Year's special. I hope you'll come and give us some New Year's movie picks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and New Year. There's always New Year's Evil.
Yeah, New Year's Evil.
Are there any good New Year's movies? I don't even know.
Well, you'll have to find us a few for the
find us.
Roaring 2020s party.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Dress up party. Bring Jamie.
Maybe we should just do like end of the world.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, end of the world.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
It's maybe the last New Year's.
Yeah,
that's my favorite genre. So I can talk about that one all day.
We'll
end
live
of the
it.
world movies. It is.
Yes.
All right, Pat.
Apocalypse.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thanks
good to see
for
you,
stopping
everybody.
by.
Thank you.
Shout out to the karaoke closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later. All right.
You got us?
I think so.
Oh, you guys are hanging in there. This is a long show.
This is a long show. I hope we're not boring you guys tonight.
Yeah, we got a few more things. We got Holly Weird, and then we're out of here.
We got 2 Shandas. We got 3 Shandas. You're on top of each other.
I love it when I hang out with me. I'm so cool.
Yes, you are. Let's see if I can fix that. Here we go. Okay, here we are.
Tiny Oz.
Tiny Oz. Little Frodo Oz. Frodo Bag and Oz. So we got Holly Weird here now.
Holly Weird.
What is going on with Weinstein and Epstein? Aren't they dead?
Oh, this is just some things about Holly Weird that I didn't know. There's a couple of facts in here that are going to kind of shock you.
Oh, God. Tell me it involves Bill Clinton.
No, Dame Judi Dench.
Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein.
Hi, Comic Central. Do you have any advice for a young girl moving to Hollywood? I'll get lively with us.
I know her.
Weinstein invites you to a private party and enforces
Courtney Love.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just hope it doesn't get too much out of hand. But obviously it needs to be addressed. Not only in Hollywood, but in lots of other places.
And she took me to the Four Seasons restaurant. She said, I've got a surprise. You're a guy who has everything. I don't know what to get you. Judi Dench unbuckles her pants, and on her bum, as you say,
Yes.
JD loves HW. A tattoo. She said, I put your name on my ass.
And Harvey, blessed Harvey Weinstein, whose tattoo I still have on my bum.
You gotta be kidding me.
For that. Harvey asked for that after being so rude.
And I'm at the BAFTAs. She got nominated, and Oprah Winfrey got nominated for The Butler. And I was sitting next to Oprah, and Judy was in the 3 rows below. And Oprah said to me, that story about you and Judy, with the, tattoo on her
Putting her
butt,
lizard
that's
tongue in his ear.
Oh, my God. It's my movie, Lee Daniels, The Butler, but the fact that Oprah didn't get a Golden Globe nomination is shocking. Thankfully, she got the Screen Actors Guild.
As a story, and so I think this is a watershed
Oh,
moment.
my God.
And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment.
I think I'm taking the hit for an entire group of people who worked with Harvey Weinstein. What's difficult about this is that it precedes him, these abuses. And
so I just want to thank my agent, Kevin Uvain, and God, Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, my God.
The Punisher. Old Testament, I guess.
We know that people are jerks. We know that there's a lot of people that are out there. We know there's a lot of people that utilize their position, their gravitas for something other. A lot of times it's
You wouldn't do
riches.
that,
A
would
lot
you,
of times
Tom?
it's just fun to be storytellers. But a lot of times it's been able to take advantage of the people who are powerless against you.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about Tom Hanks either, who is also
Cappy.
a pedophile. Tom Hanks.
Rest in
spoke
peace,
as a
Cappy.
pedophile. I'm sorry if this is the kind of bursting your bubble. All this information is new, but
Could you please give us your name?
Jeffrey Epstein.
One witness described your penis as oval-shaped and claimed when erect it was thick towards the bottom but was thin and small towards the head portion and called it egg-shaped. Those are not my words, I apologize. But as Mr.
Now adjourned.
As Mr. Critton has stated, that this is a... I'm willing to continue.
Right, last one. Come on, guys. Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it. I didn't. You did it.
Shut the fuck up.
That was an epic night when he delivered some hard fucking truths on Hollywood.
I really appreciate Ricky Gervais.
I do. I
really do. I really do. The deal with Hanks in there, that's kind of distressing for a lot of people. You want to expand on that?
Believe it or don't believe it. I'm not going to, but I'm just going to tell you that don't trust that nice guy image that some people in Hollywood have.
You know what? I've always liked Rita Wilson, and I just, again, we don't know. I have this discussion with family members. They like, oh, this person's so nice. This person's brilliant. This person is just the best person on the face of the earth. And I say, how do you fucking know that? And
right. Just because you watched them on TV
and they were acting. Really?
Exactly.
So, yeah, maybe they were a great actor. They sure got you buffaloed. But the Harvey Weinstein thing, when Meryl Streep was saying in that segment about she feels like she's taking the hit for everybody, where does
poor Meryl.
Where does she get off on that?
Well, poor thing. Because, she worked with him. They all worked with him.
They all
worked with him. If you got an Oscar or an Emmy, it's because you worked with Weinstein.
They all knew the shit he was pulling.
Yep.
They did. If they didn't, they're dumber than shit, and I can't believe that. So once again, don't
Oprah, all of them.
Don't worship this hero worship, this acting worship. Don't worship them on anything but their actual deeds that do good. So this
and Isaac Cappy had a lot of problems, but still he dropped a lot of truths, I think.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people out there too. What is this?
Okay, so this is ovary of worm, kidney of dog, blood of calf, embryo of guinea pig. It's a sprinkle of unborn baby. What potion are we making? Vaccine.
Holy shit, I thought this was going to be an anti-vegan meme. So, God.
Not an anti-vegan.
Yeah, well, here's something, no matter what you thought, I thought this guy was supremely talented.
Frankie. My favorite crooner. Happy birthday. He'd be 105.
Yeah, shit. How old would Elvis be right now?
He was born in 37, so do the math.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
He was born the same day and same year as my grandfather. That's how I know.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
My
Frank.
grandpa looked like him too.
Frank, I've got to say, I think Frank had a hell of a good voice on him.
Oh, I love Frankie.
Yeah, like I you know.
He was a bad boy. I know.
Yeah, I know. He was part of the Rat Pack, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was Rat Pack.
There we go. What is this?
Oh, so this is a party that the elites threw. I had more elite stuff, but I'm cutting the deck because we're getting really long in the hour. So this is elites parties.
Is that a mask?
Oh, that was the Rothschilds party back in the 70s where they all dressed up like
it's a golden
crazy,
calf.
evil demons. Yeah.
Did you say who did you say this was? This is
I
not.
want to say the Rothschilds.
Oh, there you go with the damn Rothschilds again.
I know. But I don't feature this story.
President Club charity dinner at London's Dorchester Hotel, host Johnny Gold declared, "Welcome to the most un-PC event of the year." That may actually be an understatement. Supposedly a fundraiser for a variety of English charities, the real purpose of this men's-only gathering seems to be a bit more nefarious. British power players from the worlds of finance, politics, and business gather every year to throw their money around, imbibe, and leer at the scantily clad hostesses. In fact, that last part seems to be the main purpose of the party. Hostesses are hired based on their looks and then ordered to wear black underwear to better match the skimpy outfits they're given upon arrival. Once their phones are confiscated, they're given drinks to loosen them up and then paraded out for the men to gawk at. This was reported by Madison Marriage of the Financial Times, who went to the dinner undercover. Hands are slipped up skirts, bottoms are pinched. Drunken men dive in for kisses and ask women if they're actually sex workers. The bathrooms are even monitored and the women are timed to make sure they don't just go and hide. Keep in mind that this is a charity event with prizes including lunch with former London Mayor Boris Johnson and the proceeds going to places like a prominent children's hospital. In the wake of the Times report, future iterations have been canceled. When you're a billionaire, you don't take no for an answer, especially not when it comes to your wedding. That's how Napster creator Sean Parker found himself among the redwoods of Big Sur, California back in 2013, celebrating the most lavish wedding this country's ever seen. No expense was spared. Over months, crews built an artificial pond, a bridge, rock staircases, fake stone castle ruins, and a 20-foot tall wrought iron gate with the couple's initials. The costume designer for the Lord of the Rings movies created Tolkien-themed outfits for all 364 guests, including Sean Lennon, Emma Watson, and California Governor Gavin Newsom. Bunnies were handed out to cuddle with. Animal furs were draped on chairs and full beds. Pigs were roasted on a spit, and Sting sang in front of a 9-foot-tall wedding cake. It was said to cost between $5 million and $10 million. But then the bad press set in, and the legal issues started. One website called it an eco-wrecking wedding, and Parker was forced to write an apology. The wedding was hosted at a luxury hotel whose owners had failed to apply for the appropriate permits. But billionaires don't get in real trouble, not for long at least. Parker paid a fine and agreed to design an app for California as restitution.
So there you go. Throw a big party, get in trouble. Just make an app for California.
Well, the rich never they never pay the actual price that the...
Did you catch who was the set decorator for the big party?
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, the Lord of the Rings, which Pat was just talking about.
Yeah, I was foolishly thinking about getting married years back.
Chris, what influential British people, and they didn't invite me? Yes, that was the clip I brought for you. I was thinking, oh, this will piss Chris off.
What do you think? What do you think these movie stars, Sting, musicians, Emma Watson, all these other people? What do you think when they go to places?
Their agent just gets booked for, oh, hey, you get to go to this castle and blah 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 with these people, and they go. I mean,
I think it's like when these corporations hire people to come and speak at meetings.
Yeah.
It's probably the same thing. So I'm not going to be too harsh on them, but still, if I were
they get compensated.
Yeah, they get paid to be there like anybody else. I mean, I just wanted to get Robert Redford's autograph, for one time. So I don't know what that would cost me. Anyway,
do you still want it?
Is he alive still?
Robert Redford?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he's like 80.
He's still alive, and he's a super neolib, like bad neolib.
Really? Is he that bad? I thought he was a little bit better.
No, isn't he all on board with the Hillary Clinton fucking bandwagon?
No, I don't know. I just
yeah.
What are you bringing this guy here to me for? I can't stand him.
Kids next year after being homeschooled, but my mama says.
Yeah, this is my least favorite actor in Hollywood. I think right here.
Mama says.
Yeah, he used to be kind of funny, I guess. Happy Gilmore, that sort of stuff. We've got Santa doing what he does best.
He stopped by Mitch McConnell's house.
Yay! I'm all for it. And he's got refills in that bag. So, yeah, there we go. And we've got...
gives Putin 20% of U.S. uranium for 145 million. Has a campaign manager who got 35 million from Putin. Pretends Putin prefers Trump.
Yeah, and this is not bullshit. I mean, people. Oh no, she didn't do that. No, that's
she did.
those are facts.
Those are
You know,
facts.
that's uranium one. Why do you think they were beaten over the head with it? So that's just it.
Can't run from it.
Save
Last slide of the night.
Last slide of the night. Save the Xmas car commercials. The Christmas. Get your comrade on a slicey boy. Is that
slicey boy?
Slicey.
I'm gonna get you a slicey boy,
Yeah.
comrade.
Yeah, we'll call this out. Fee, this is our last guillotine meme.
I'm going to send that one to her.
Yeah, because she mentioned it. But, again, we're out here to entertain, inform, all this stuff. We support Convo Couch. Speaking for Roar at this time, I'm not really, but I am, because I'm engineer until we get the board. And please join the board, Roar Media. The ladies are going to be driving the ship. And but we support Convo Couch, we support Door, we support several other social media people on the left, progressives, and sometimes we have differences of opinion, and we're never going to be a choir. That's where we're at. So, and that's what I appreciate about Chanda. She calls bullshit on stuff, and I will too, and I expect our chatters to as well. Don't hold us against you.
Well, you can call bullshit on what I say, but you know what? I'm a human being, and I try to think things through, and my opinions change when I get new information, like all of us should.
Yeah, all of us should. So we love our chatters, and we hope you kind of love us a little bit. Thank you so much, Chanda. We got any announcements before we get the hell out of here?
Let's see. We're going to do one more. Do we have one more show before Christmas?
Yes, we have next week. That is, we got one more show next week, and that's going to be the 19th. And then we're going to do the evening dive on the 21st and Women's Wednesday. And I don't know, we're going to play it by ear on Christmas Eve, right? Then the following week is the big New Year's party. We're taking the day after Christmas off. There will be no Beauty and the Boomer. We're going to save our fire for December 31st because it's going to be the last New Year's, right?
Yep, roaring 2020.
And, on a somber note here, I want to say, everybody remember what Monday is, December 14th. That is when Sandy Hook, all those kids got murdered by that crazy freak fucker.
Yeah.
So 26, I've got 26 buttons here that I bring out every year just to remind me. Send their families a little love. You cannot recover from that. And on an up note, Joy is, I guess she's doing okay, but I
heard she's home.
She's home. That's good. Yeah. So give Joy Man, Savage Joy, a little love there. Get well soon. And I guess that's it for tonight. It's been fun. It's been interesting, entertaining, and we got to hear. We didn't hear from Dan last week. Dan,
no, we
Dan,
didn't.
what do you got to say?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Yes. Yep. I grew up with that. What are we going out with?
We are going out with "Shut Me Up."
Shut Me Up, and this is Lindsay L.
Lindsay L.
Okay, and once again, kudos to Chanda for the avatars. They are fantastic. I love them, and I love my hair. So have a great evening, everybody. Thank you so much. It's been a really... We broke the 2 hour and 3 minute mark. This is a record.
This is the longest show we've ever done.
Yep. I hope we didn't put too many people to sleep. Thanks again, Pat the Batman fan. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Gonna tell everybody what you did. Tell them what you did to me. I saw you in that who did underneath the willow tree. Two-timing bandit caught you red-handed, no free card out of jail. You can't deny it, I ain't keeping quiet. If you're gonna kiss, I'm gonna tell. You can't shut me up, can't hush my mouth. I'll bang a drum, I'll be so loud. You can't cover up the truth with duct tape. Boy, it's gonna hit you like an earthquake. Gonna sound like thunder from your rooftop. All day, all night, can't make me stop. I'm a siren that you can't unplug. No, you can't shut me up. Tell your mama what you did. Gonna tell the preacher too. The other girl you've been fooling is gonna know how you do. If you need a reminder, you'll be the headliner, black and white on the front page. Or just come to a show, stand in any row. I'll be singing it up on the stage. Can't shut me up, can't hush my mouth. I'll bang a drum, I'll be so loud. Can't cover up the truth with duct tape. Boy, it's gonna hit you like an earthquake. Gonna sound like thunder from your rooftop. All day, all night, can't make me stop. I'm the siren that you can't unplug. No, you can't shut me up. Megaphone, telling everybody how you did me wrong. The only switch that I got is on. Yeah, I'm gonna be a megaphone, telling everybody how you did me wrong. The only switch that I got is on. You can't shut me up, can't hush my mouth. I'll bang a drum, I'll be so loud. You can't cover up the truth with duct tape. Boy, it's gonna hit you like an earthquake. Gonna sound like thunder from your rooftop. All day, all night, can't make me stop. I'm the siren that you can't unplug. No, you can't shut me up. I'm gonna be a megaphone. I'm gonna be a megaphone. I'm gonna be a megaphone.